Hello viewers, we have to start with some bad news today. Welcome back to Thames FC. The bad news is that Manchester City and Manchester United are taking it seriously this year, which is not what we needed. And as a result this year, we've already lost a game. Not because of those two actually, we lost to Liverpool. But we play Manchester United today, so hopefully we can, they've not lost yet. It's time for us to inflict that first defeat at Wembley as well. A few people asking why I'm at Wembley. First thing, you've not watched, have you? Those comments make me angry. A few people asking why is it at Wembley? I mentioned it was in one of the episodes. Because we're getting 14,000 new seats to the Riverbank, so we've moved, and Wembley seems the appropriate home. Madness. So, that's come first today, and then we play Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. Since we last met, then quite a few games have been played since that 4-1 win. Oh no. So, since we last met, then that 4-2 win over Arsenal it was. Wins against Bournemouth and Porto followed. Nice to win in the Champions League. Manuel Mackay getting all sorts of goals in those games. Then a 2-1 defeat to Liverpool. We were 1-0 up with not long to go, and they scored 2 in the last 5 minutes. So, not very happy. So, we lost that one. And then Leicester in the Carabao Cup. I played I want to say a weakened team. We rotated it a little bit and got beaten. So, yeah, not been a good couple of days. So, United and Atletico Madrid, 2 massive games for Thames. And let's get straight into this then. Why not? I'll tell you why not, because we're not on the right day yet. Okay then, folks, team-wise, we're going with what is, in my opinion, our strongest 11. For the first time this season, we get to play our strongest 11 in a match against Manchester United. I'm pumped. No injuries to report, so Calvo will be in goal, apart from Miquelino, but he wouldn't play no. Calvo in goal, Furtado, Octaviano, Giovanni, Ericsson, Diallo at the back. We've got Jimenez and Heller in the centre with Furtado behind Ben-Hur, Mackay one side, Obrek the other. We need to see more out of Ben-Hur this season. We've seen a few goals from him, and he's done okay, 3 and 5 in the league, but we need more from him. Last few games he's been quiet. So here we go then. Party time. Manchester United, they're unbeaten. We need to beat them to make sure they don't run away with things. That's the fear. Raphael up front for them, who's been around forever, it feels like. Could have loaned him about 3 times, never did. Okay, then the games do indeed begin. And, of course, with the Champions League on the horizon, it's nice to get a nice league win under the belt. Go into that game full of confidence. And the first highlight of the game, a minute in, goes Thames' way. At Wembley Stadium, do bear in mind, as Nelly Furtado's got it on this right-hand side. Where's he going to pop it? Well, he sort of beats the man down the line. A little bit fortunate, though. Ben-Hur. Oh, no. How has he... That's what I'm talking about. I mean, we're minutes later and another opportunity. I mean, we're peppering their goal early on. Now, we're now 4 minutes in and some more possession for the Thames Massive. Are we going to be able to pick holes in the Manchester United back line is the question. They're playing a very familiar 4-4-2. That's a lovely switch of play by Obrek. If Diallo can get a bomb on here, he does. Go and find him. Ball played in, surely now. Ben-Hur, front post. No, not quite there. Jimenez, though, and Man United don't manage to get the ball back under their control as Ferreira is tackled on the edge, though. Obrek into Ben-Hur. Massive chance. And that's what I'm looking for from Ben-Hur. He sprints wildly towards the corner, and he's very pleased with himself, I think. 1-0 to the good then. Not long gone in the game, and already in a lead. Lovely stuff. We'll watch this again in 3 dimensions, shall we? Ferreira gets tackled, and then they sort of don't clear it very well at all. Obrenek's first time pass to Ben-Hur, and the finish. You're not going to stop him from there. Lovely goal. The fans behind the goal go wild. Lovely stuff. Thames 1, Manchester United 0. What a classic. More possession for Thames as Ferreira darting at the back line of United, but they managed to sort of stem that tide very quickly. And, well, look at that. Giovanni comes out, wins their header perfectly down to Jimenez, and now Ferreira's got Ben-Hur ahead of him, looks for him. Ben-Hur's control was decent, but they have got it back in United, and they could be dangerous. Viola in behind already. Ericsson's got a chase back in the shot, just wide. And since that United shot, we've seen nothing. This is the first highlight since as... he's been called over. Yellow carded already. He could be off. Casimir, he's gone. United down to 10, and they've got to make a sub instantly as well. Well, 10 men of Manchester United have now got to fight back against Thames. Already 1-0 down. I mean, that's good news. Opposition red cards are a rarity in this save for me, I feel like. All right, then at half-time, passionately say, keep it going. They're a man down. We've got to get the result here. I mean, what more can you say? I don't really need to change anything. We're playing pretty well. We've won an early corner there. I'm not even going to... Just cut it. Cut now. You'll thank me for that. Gotta say, this has been the case in quite a few of our games recently. Highlights, not a plenty. It's been quite quiet. We've got 20 minutes to go, and although it seems logical right now to make a change, I'm not going to. We've got a chance. Ferreira, that's what we're talking about. Ferreira plays it in. Ericsson heads on goal. 2-0 to the good. I was just going to say, when you play this well, there's no real need to make a change. So nothing's broken. No one's fitness is particularly bad. No one's playing particularly badly. And Ericsson with the header, lovely stuff. Well, now we've got a bit more of a gap between the two teams. There's a temptation to make a change late on. We'll get a few early on for Ben Hur, who's had a decent game there, to be fair. He's worked it well. And I'm going to bring on Frank for Hullum. Not a natural in the middle, but I just want fresh legs, and I want him ready for the Atletico game too. And there could be another one for us here. 83 minutes gone. Obrenek to the byline, plays it back. Jimenez hits the post. There's a corner to wrap up the game. There's no need to take it, really. I mean, they literally haven't taken it. That brings us to the end then. Thames 2, Manchester United 0. And I tell you what, considering they haven't lost this year, one shot on target from them. Of course, they went down to 10 men, but even so, very little coming from the United side of things. And there's a bounce back after 2 defeats. Perfect for us. Going to the game after Atletico now. High on confidence. Good, that's good stuff. Proud of the performance, well done. No one's given us a chance. I gave us a chance. And I think we leapfrog United with that result as well. Let's take a look at the league table. Let's hope we do. Singing the Dancing Queen. Oh, it's in my head today for some reason. Oh, wow, we did not leapfrog them, but oh my word, look at that. You can see then, now 4 teams on 15. City have drawn as well, so that's 16 points for them. Very close between the top 5. We'll have to keep an eye on that as we progress. I think Southampton may well be our next game, actually. We're going to team, I think, Southampton with the Ajax game and try and move forward a little bit more. But yes, Atletico to come. I'll see you in a couple of days for that. Let's rest the boys. Okay then, viewers, welcome back. Game 2. That was a bit intense, wasn't it? Sorry. You weren't really ready for that. You were sort of sitting there casually, just drinking your drink, clicking your what, Ben? Your computers? Sure. And then I sort of went, welcome back to game. You went, whoa, blimey, steady. It's not Saturday morning children's TV, is it? You know? Missed that. Do they even still do that? Do they even still do Saturday morning children's TV? That was the pinnacle. I mean, I missed it because I had football trading from 9 until 12, so I never saw it. So, was it good? I don't know where this is. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Sorry. Right then, let's talk you through the team for this game. From last game. It's the same team. Well, that was succinct, wasn't it? God, that was professionally done. Blimey. All right, let's go get them away at Atletico, and we've learned our lesson. We're going to start on the counter-attack. We're going to be quite structured to begin with, try to exploit those flanks, play on the counter-attack, get Obrenek, get Mackay involved. Hopefully Flair and Ben Hur can do the business, and a lot rests on Jimenez and Hullum. Jimenez, of course, going back to Spain, where he started his career. He'll love this. Has he been capped by Spain yet? No. Unbelievable. Okay, Champions League. We won our first game, remembering it's Porto. This is the second fixture before the double against Ajax. We're going to show you the second of those 2 games, and let's see what they've got. Now, I know their midfield are very good. Yeah, they've got Davido Papaladi. Sure, that was quite good. He looks decent, as does Carlos Aleman, who they're strong in the middle, and their keeper's very solid too. Okay, this is going to be hard. But that's good. This is what we want, a challenge. This is obviously the premier team in the group. Let's say we're the underdogs. Let's go in with that attitude and just see if we can hit them on the break. In theory, they should be better than me. Like, that's not a big shock to me, really. But we've just beaten Manchester United. We're feeling good. We played very well last game. I'm changing nothing. What can possibly go wrong, viewers? They've got an injury, a booking. It's turmoil over there. And that brings us to Ben's question of the day. I'd like it in the comment section. I've been tweeting recently about things I'd quite like to do with the channel. I feel like the people that watch this series are the most dedicated of people. So if you had to pick a game, rather than saying, I'd watch any game, what game would you like to see me play other than Football Manager, if there was an option for me to do that? I'm just curious to see what people would quite like. If you see a suggestion that you like, thumbs up. Okay? Just a little thought. I'm connecting. Let me know. What do you think? As Atletico come forward here. And, well, they'd probably quite like it if I kept playing this. 1-0 Atletico. Not ideal. A cross from the left-hand side. To me there, watching it didn't look very difficult. He just sort of had all the time in the world to run forward. And then, did he Rabona that in? The arrogant prick. Sorry, that's really unnecessary. Does he Rabona this in? Let's watch it from behind, if we can. That's the wrong thing to click, Ben. Behind goal. Does he Rabona this? I think he does, as he comes forward. Piss taker. Unbelievable. And they've scored. I'm not happy about that. Now, I've got 2 players suffering with a bit of injury. I mean, I rested the boys after that United game, and it's done nothing for me as Atletico are forward again here. Maybe we need to put our foot down a little bit as, a breakaway could happen here. The counter-attack, finally. Mackay and Ben Hur leading it as Mackay needs some support when he finds Ben Hur, who's racing forward on this side. Oh, he should pull it across. Look how many players went at the back post. Look at them all. There was a queue, Ben. Come on. Not a Cuban. Sorry, that sounded like I said there was a Cuban there. We haven't got any Cuban players as it happens. At half-time, 1-0 down, we're gonna put our foot down a little bit. So I just noticed that Barcelona don't have players with real names. Did you see that? They're not, I mean, is someone nicknaming them? Sort of stuff I would do. All right, we've gone for that counter style with structure. I mean, get attacking flexible. Sorry, let's get them. Do you know? I don't think Atletico are actually as good as I potentially thought they were. A lot of people noticed, by the way, that Diego Simeone is the manager of Atletico Madrid. He did that via 6 other clubs: Chelsea, City, United, Sunderland, AC Milan. He's been around a bit. He hasn't been there the whole time. Although that would have been nice. It's not true. All right, now there's the temptation here to make a change. Of course, Ben-Hur is out there at the moment. Something I did in the game against Liverpool was I brought Herzog on for Ben-Hur, and he scored, and then we lost. So I don't know if that was necessarily the right thing to do, but it's obviously an option for me. If Fernando's playing quite well and Ben-Hur's not, to bring on a player like Herzog, who we've seen is quite prolific in front of goal. We've given it away in midfield, as they've given it away too. Good. Ben-Hur finds the ball. Obrenic now. Race forward. Ferreira. Ben-Hur, chance to equalise. And he does. Ben-Hur. Felt like a lifetime before he shot there. 1-1, back in it, away at Atletico. Lovely stuff. I'd be raving about the away goal, but this is group stage football. Well worked from us eventually, as actually we get a little fortunate. Obrenic sort of loses the ball. Ben-Hur, though, calm finish. And the keeper did a little kneel down there, which was very helpful for us. But lovely stuff. That's what we want to see. Now, is there a matter, again, of making a change here? Do we need to make a change here? I feel like, actually, second half, we've looked pretty good. I'm not going to change it right now. I guess we'll see if anything comes from this as we give it away, actually. As it falls, eventually does it. And we're not, I mean, where are you going? Giovanni, tackle him. Okay, that'll do. That's fine. No one's really struggling for fitness. I mean, everyone's looking all right, but is there a thing here just bringing someone on? Ferreira is doing all right. We don't need to take him off. There's not really an obvious change though. I'm not going to make one for no reason. 10 minutes to go. I'm going to back these boys for now. This happens quite a lot in games that I win. If we're doing well, at least, I don't like to change things around too radically, as there's a late chance. This is our best 11, right? I don't really want to take our best 11 off. As that there, I don't know what's really occurred. Ball played through the middle. Perez, this is where it all. Yeah, that feels about right. Just talked about how I didn't need to make a change. We'll make one now, shall we? Herzog can come on. Herzog for Ben-Hur up front. We'll just see if the last two... No, of course it won't. There's a free kick. It's been played in. Are we there? Jimenez? No! Oh. So I've lost that then, have we? Good. It was because I started talking about how great it was going. Well, that's going to bring us to the end of today's episode. We'll see that just to make sure. Southampton Ajax, I think, next time. Let's confirm that now. I'm going to say, putting the result aside, that was a pleasing performance. It wasn't bad away at Atletico, but no one played that well. No, I can't say that. I can't fault your effort, but the performance wasn't that good. So I'm not going to say I can't fault your performance, because I can fault that. But the effort put in was pretty good. I prefaced the game by saying Atletico, they were the top team in the group. They're probably the best team. They're one of the better teams in the whole competition, so I can't really be too upset. We just have to make sure we get at least a point against them in the return fixture. I think the objective in this group is to finish second, get to the group stages and see where we are from there. And with the winning against Porto, that's looking pretty likely. If we take a look then at the games coming up, we can see there Southampton and Ajax to come. That'll be our next couple of games then, and we'll see how we're progressing in the Champions League group stages. And then Manchester City and Atletico Madrid, the revenge of that will be later this week. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please do drop a like. Want to see some more? Subscribe to the channel. Let's aim for 1,000 likes. Why not? If you're still enjoying the series. And again, in the comment section, other games you'd maybe like to see me play, either on my second channel or this channel, comment section. That's where I want to see you. We love with Keller. It's been until next time. I'll see you again very, very soon. Goodbye.